there we go. Welcome back to Avernus, the top layer of the 9 hells, where our plucky band of adventurers, in more meanings than one, are aiming to thwart Zariel's evil plans and rescue Elturel from certain doom.
Certain doom.
Certain doom. Alright, so let's have a look here. What did I scribble down over here? Last time, having travelled to the pit of Sarlakia, you met once more with Monsieur Blériot, the inventor of the flying machine that saved you as you plummeted from Elturel. He furnished you with some delicious fresh water and revealed his craft was powered by magical Avernus-averse demons, wheeling it aloft as it hovered above the sands. As you rested there, the surroundings started to shake and rumble as a huge galloping creature with a large infernal war machine strapped to its back loped into view. It was found to be a travelling inn, and you climbed aloft to enjoy the hefty cuisine, fine whiskey, exchange of information, and casual existential accusations. We find ourselves waking in the deep, soft beds of the inn. The sounds and smells of the self-described preacher of the Church of Iron, Brawn, the flexor of Hexter Fletcher, the Goliath chef, making breakfast. So, that about sums it up, I think. Now,
most important meal of the day.
And how? Okay. Ooh, excuse you. Fimo, say something.
Hello.
That works. Okay, just double checking there. Seems to be registering. Hopefully that is all sorted. Sorry to anyone. Actually, before we started, I want to say a big hello and thank you to the VOD squad. Because, you know, we are at a very awkward time zone, all of us over here in Japan. And I know it's difficult to watch when we're streaming, but like every video gets like 40, 50 views on the VOD.
Oh.
And that is very, very appreciated. Thank you so much. Yep, you can see as we're playing up here, you can see we're playing with Roll20 and these lovely sounds and sound effects, which I think you are hearing. I thought you were hearing them last night as well, but you weren't. I think you are hearing them okay now.
I think they're going, yeah.
These are all brought to you by Syrinscape. I was lucky, guys, today at lunchtime, the CEO of Syrinscape was doing a Twitch stream, building some sound sets and like answering questions. So I made a couple of suggestions, and he was actively like writing down in a notebook as we were talking to him.
Oh, great!
Yeah, it was really cool. Anyway, yes, Syrinscape is our soundboard of choice. Lots of amazing sounds. A bunch of them for free as well, which you don't need to pay anything out of the gate. You can enjoy lots of the sound effects and services they have to offer. And then if you like it, which you will, I recommend jumping in there and enjoying everything that is to offer. Now, that said, we find ourselves in Magrin's magnificent travelling inn. Quick shout out to Drop the Die. This is their supplement on the DM's Guild. It's really cool. Lots of fun inns and taverns in the 9 hells. Unfortunately, you're not in the layer of hells that has the Guy Fieri ripoff.
No! How could you do
God
this?
damn
I
it.
guess we're expanding the game.
Yeah, I'm going to hell.
We're going down, guys.
Going
down.
deeper.
Must find
Or
it.
I'll fight.
This new quest. I'm not telling you where it is. You have to find it.
Also, John, I was just looking at the stream and I do really like the new layout. I think it looks very good.
Is it fun? I like this back. You can't really see it very well, but there's some nasty hell wasp nests behind the Roll20 window. It's fun. I like it. It frames it nicely with those nice, that rib cage. Okay, so thank you, everyone. So yes, you awaken, and all your little rooms lead in directly to the salon area, and the other members of your group slowly wake up, and Margarine is there, busying themselves around getting things ready for breakfast, and you can hear Braun off in the kitchen, clustering and buntering around, getting everything ready to serve up way too much food, without any doubt. Horvin, you 100% wake up covered in open books that you were desperately trying to read as many as possible until
That sounds about
you
right.
just passed out. Sorry, is anyone in chat? Can you just give us a quick shout out? How are we sounding? Have you got music? Have you got sounds? Have you got everyone's voices? Just give us a yell. It's nice to have you all back. Thank you. Wonder if Xenicus is in there. I asked him to drop by and check it out. Let me give him a kick in the boom.
Feels like Syrinscape might be a little low, actually.
Yeah, that's what I also got that impression.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can fix that. I mean, this is a very chill sound set.
Yeah.
I do feel the problem there. Like when I was checking this out at lunchtime today, I was using a battle sound set, which is a bit extra.
I see, that's me.
Okay. So let's just keep it, just pootling away in the background there.
Can I just confirm we've had a long rest?
Indeed.
Sweet.
I just listened to it. Yeah, can't hear any Syrinscape.
Can't hear any, or it's just quiet?
I turned it up quite a bit. So unless it was really quiet, I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. Just see. Hopefully.
Well, we can check again in a minute or two. There's a bit of lag.
I could put something on a bit louder just to check.
Okay, let me mute my Syrinscape. Oh! Yeah, no, I hear it now.
You can hear the door and stuff? Yeah, okay, cool. It is very chill. Just hang out.
We're good now.
Nice. Okay, so you emerge and you see there is a table set for your group. Please.
Lincoln pulls up the hood on his cloak and sort of just like sulks in the corner, as always.
Is there are there any books on the metallic dragonflight in the room?
If you have a search around, I'm sure you could find one. Yes.
Yeah. Grab a book on the metallic dragonflight and take it out as I'm walking to breakfast.
Okay.
Can I confirm that Firemore is still being not Firemore?
He's reading a book.
As in, like, well, yeah, that should tell me all I need to know, but just from in a mechanical... in terms of mechanics.
He walks out looking sullen. You can interpret that how you will.
What's got you in a strop then? Or are you gonna try and, like, fight us again?
I'm reading right now.
Oh yeah. Nope. That's not the final. Great. I'm having a great time, actually.
Me too. I'm also having a great time.
Horvin is gonna walk in, like, he's
Oh,
gonna
look,
walk
Corbin,
to the
welcome to
table,
breakfast. We're having a great time.
like, arms full of books, like, kind of
Oh,
around,
not
like,
doing that fun, but-
looking at where to put them back.
Corvin's having a better time.
And like, I'll see that Firemaw is reading, and I'm able to see what he's reading, and I'll say, metallic. That doesn't seem quite your wheelhouse.
I was curious.
Like, let me see what happens when I drop this rock in the water curious, or I had a vision curious?
I mean,
Maybe he wants to see what life's like on the other side. That would be neat.
Ah,
I mean,
the
well,
grass is greener curious. Okay.
I mean, maybe. Right now, I'm just reading.
Lincoln kind of just like squints and cocks his head and is like,
Firemouse squints back and then goes back to reading.
I'm questioning everything I thought I knew. I'm so confused. I hate hell.
And Firemouse laughs to himself as you say that, and then turns the page.
Lincoln looks at him and is just like, wait, no, is it actually you though? Can you tell me if it is?
I've only
Fine, fuck off
I've only-
then, I guess.
I've only got-
No.
I've only got Genki right here, so we'll.
Fine. It's not like I need friends. It's not like I'm emotionally fragile. Bye, I guess. I'm gonna start like stomping around the library shelves, just like making a nuisance. But I'll let him finish reading whatever he's reading.
He was bound to spring back.
Nah. That's Lincoln's response. Nah. To Fireball reading a book.
By the way, at this point, the one of the doors opens, and that fey-looking patron of the inn comes out of their room. And they kind of nod gracefully, their long hair, falling down around those protruding ears. And they seat themselves delicately at one of the other tables and start to sip tea.
They look neat. You know what? I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna make friends. I want to slowly go over until like, hey, hello,
Oh, good morning.
yeah, what's up?
Well, we're in hell.
Yeah, I'm suddenly getting bad vibes. Just gonna take one step back.
Have you been here long?
No, like a night. Well, in hell or here?
In the hells?
Corvin, how long's it been? I feel like you'd know. Or are we losing losing track of the concept of time?
How long has it been? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
It's been at least 70 years, I think.
It does feel like that sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, about 84 years.
I myself can't wait to get back to the Feywild.
Neat.
This place is so barren.
Yeah. Never been to the Feywild myself.
You haven't? Oh, you must visit.
Oh. Do they have good music venues there?
Oh, the finest. Are you a musician?
Yeah.
Splendid. Then I double down. You simply must. You must visit the courts.
Courts.
Yes.
Wait, I don't want to go to trial. I mean, my music's not that good, but it's
No,
not
no,
criminal, am I
no.
right?
I've heard if one gets locked down, the value of one's music goes up exponentially. Maybe you should try it.
I'm suddenly extremely suspicious of you, and I'm telling you outright because I'm about to walk away, and I don't want you to think I'm a bad person or a bad musician.
Well,
I just think this is getting.
If I were you, I would err on the side of caution as well.
Great, I'm gonna err then.
You err, I'll and we'll be fine.
Cool. And your name, in case I ever have to avoid you again.
My name? Frexelstas.
Gesundheit. Nice to meet you, fr. And
They turn back to the tea. It's like, how did you know my family name?
Frexelstas, fr. Gesundheit.
It's Frexelstas Gesundheit.
Full name. Full name. I go back to find more Morven. I'm in hell.
As are we all. Or is this a metaphysical thing?
And Margaret actually comes over and she's like, good morning. I trust you all slept well. And she turns to you and Horvin, wasn't it? Yes. No, we are very really in hell.
Oh yes, I had no doubt. And I don't know about these two, but I slept probably the best I've slept in. Lincoln, how long did I just tell you? 2-3 weeks?
70,000 lifetime.
About 8th century. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm unsure.
Now let's get Lincoln up to speed here because they missed out last time.
Yeah. But can you tell I've been like rolling on just like improv?
Lincoln, you are riding in this fantastic, huge war machine that has become more of a kind of palatial residence that is atop this bounding creature that just leaps across the plains of Avernus. And
Sweet.
the powerhouse behind your current form of transportation started like this.
Okay.
Here they are.
Swap over to...
Little critter.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it's cute as fuck.
Started like that. Okay.
I'm in fear now.
Started at the bottom and now we're here.
Look at his booty!
I know. I'd say it's an
Absolutely
upgrade.
popped. Sorry.
Because the owner of this inn has magically messed with and enhanced and spoilt their little friend. And speaking of Margarin, the innkeeper, this is who you are talking to right now. An Arcanoloth, impeccably dressed in purples and blacks, with the hood over their fox-like ears. And you notice that one of their eyes has been replaced with a kind of mechanical clockwork kind of construct which kind of whirs and moves from time to time.
That's an interesting detail.
This is Margaret.
And just to triple check, we are still here pretty much in pursuit of Arkan and going for a run to chop, right? Or at least we're on that path. Still.
Well, we got a good
Well, I guess we've got to wait and see what Firemore says, don't we?
additional information on that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm probably not gonna stab him now, but
Okay, cool.
like, we're still going that direction, one way or another.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Neat.
We're still gonna get that amulet, right? I mean, that's still the plan.
Yeah. That, I mean, you know, right. You seem to be in a lot more of an amicable kind of situation right now. So I'm gonna broach the subject. I'm gonna be brave and communicate my feelings, not through song. That's very hard for me. Just
Seems like a mistake.
I'm gonna try it. When we were on the war machine, you weren't really like yourself.
Yeah.
Still acting a bit weird, but I think I can put that down to building on that new information and trying to achieve our goals. But I just want to know if I can trust you, dude.
I mean,
I thought we were better now.
yeah, we're better now.
I hate you, brah. Great. Cool. It's fine.
I will say one thing, Lincoln.
What's that?
In the past day,
Yes.
he was never not carrying the orb. And it is nowhere in sight at the moment.
He had it like kind of on a chain,
Yeah. Okay.
and it is not anywhere visible.
I have chosen, in spite of the fact that you are extremely cryptic and hard to read, to believe that you are my friend Firemore, and not that freaky dude.
I mean, cryptic and hard to read is my kind of just what I do.
You know.
I would be creepy and weird, Firemaw. Were I not cryptic and hard to read, I think.
Yeah.
I'd be concerned if that happens. That's my signal. If I really need help, that's my signal.
I mean, you were being very straightforward in your desire to do a fight and maybe kill people like me the other day. So that seemed quite like a red flag.
That was the signal.
Yeah, I can see that now. You have to understand.
20/20
though, I
hindsight
was
and all
coming
that.
out of a. Yeah. You have to understand. I was coming from a really bad place, and I'm still.
I mean, you died.
Yeah, I did. I really did do that. Still really sucks, you know?
I remember it now.
Yeah, really? Great, cool. Remember the bit where I, lost my leg? And then you turned around and were like, not you? It's fun.
That second
Fun.
half is kind of foggy, but I kind of remember it, yeah.
Fun. Horvin, how are you?
Sorry, Mom, back to reading.
Well, I haven't exactly had a chance to.
Feed your evil book.
No, actually, that's
Been
going
done.
well, but no, relaxed was the word I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
But as you can see, Horvin will gesture to all of the books. I'm kind of in my element, I suppose you could say. So.
So,
Now- Sorry.
I was just going to ask you if you found anything else. Anything we might need to know.
Oh, yes, we did find out that our friend Arkin has a lich arm.
Sweet.
Not just any lich either.
Expand on that.
Colby forgets the name.
Oh, how could you?
It is
How could you?
of course.
Vecna?
Horvin does not. It's
Emma knows very well what Arkan has on his arm. I believe.
Of course.
It's Vecna, by the way.
That's it. Yeah,
Make
Vecna.
Vecna music.
Yeah, the lich.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. So he somehow grafted that onto his arm, and I guess it has an appetite for good souls. I'm not sure what that means, but
It's basically true.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
Who wants good souls?
Clump, 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 clump,
Yeah, they're
clump, clump.
not worth any money down here.
Morning, everyone. Slept well. Tip-top condition for today. Lovely. Now, Oliver, Morgan. Ah, there you are. Splendid. Now, just want to say nothing to report. All seems clear, and we have a fine day's sailing ahead. Lovely. Everyone, at ease. Clump, clump, clump.
At ease.
Now, Lincoln, that was the head of security.
Am I
This
getting a picture?
fellow.
Zoom.
oh yes,
He's a
Abandon wins
He's a
Trump.
gift. I like this place. I'm very happy here. Cool. I like him a lot.
Okay, so he just clumped by and clumped back out again. making his first of his daily reports.
Stunning.
That happens often.
Yes.
Neat.
And it's at that point that the kitchen doors open, and you see the figure that you saw the night before, Brawn, with, again, the thing you saw the night before, laden plates coming out.
All right, I guess. Time for food.
Yeah. Yeah, morning everyone. It's breakfast time for the day starter. Ooh.
Oh no. Is it cheat day?
No. I wish it was. That would help.
What?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
What's
Yeah,
eating?
hello, Sandman.
What's wrong?
That's a good one.
Sorry.
Whose brand are you coming for?
You're hungry, that's what's wrong. Here you go, yeah, let's get ready for a day. Woo! And
Look
it
at that.
flunks down these big platters on the table. Each one has a 10-ounce grilled steak, 4 scrambled eggs, a bowl of oatmeal, 2 slices of toast, and a grapefruit.
Fucking great, that is.
I'll get started on the next course. Woo! And they slouch back out.
Serving wench, stop. What's your name?
This is Braun.
Ah, hey.
He is a large Goliath who last night had his robes off dangling around his waist, and his slightly oiled torso of magnificent physique was on display for all to see. But today it's pulled up and covered up.
Bron.
Yeah.
Why so sad? What's Bron?
You're still full from last night? Okay.
No,
No.
There you go.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna try. Goodbye.
Firemaw will motion to Margaret.
Yes.
Is he like this every morning?
Oh, no. He went out for ingredients this morning and came back like this. I haven't been able to fathom what's wrong with him.
Perhaps he couldn't find the ingredients he wanted?
He seems to be cooking everything as normal. I don't know. I find the simple folk so complicated.
Wow, that's really rude and a really generalizing, sweet statement.
How are they simple and complicated? Anyway, where did he go?
He slouched back into the kitchen.
Firemore, do you think there's a mystery there to be solved? Should we go?
Yeah, is there a mystery? Picks up the
Probably.
steak, eats it with his hand.
Nom, nom, nom.
Let's.
I don't know if it's a mystery I want to meddle in.
Well, it's
Very-
funny. You should say mystery.
Yeah. Oh no. Mystery meat steak or something.
I did mention in a tweet today something of a mystery guest at the inn.
You did mention that.
I did, didn't I? And it can't be the Fey fellow, Mr. Gesundheit. He was there the night before. You've already seen him. The Cambion and the Night Hag left, as did a couple of other patrons. In fact, as you look around, you see only Tarina's door and one other door are still closed. The others are thrown open. Rooms that are not being used are open because they're also libraries, so people can go in there and get the books, and they know that the rooms are unoccupied. And that only leaves your 3 rooms, so there's one that must still be occupied. That's not Tarina's. So, and you see Margarine see that the breakfast has started to be served, and she kind of looks concerned. And she goes over to Tarina's door and she's like, Tarina? Breakfast is served. Are you, how are you doing? And, she listens keenly. And actually, the door cracks open a little bit. And, you see, that Lulu comes flying out. Because Lulu was in there sleeping with Trina. And she's like yawning, like drifting lazily through, like a big bumblebee in the meadow. And she's like, sorry, Tarina found some book on druidic lore. She was mumbling something about being able to create a little creature friend or something. She buried her little nose in the book and she was reading it until very late. She's still fast asleep. She just needs a little more. She'll wake up soon. And she comes over and just starts snuffling at the table. And that goes underneath and sits down. Curls up under the table. She didn't sleep well either, it seems, with Tarina. So busy. And then Margaret goes over to the other door. And again, knocks tentatively. Good morning. Sorry, I know you arrived very late. But breakfast is served. Are you ready to eat? And there's no answer. And she's like, morning. Captain? Good morning. Are you awake in there? Must have had a late night. Never mind. And she shuffles off back towards behind the bar. And you all settle down to your, hefty breakfasts.
So
Hey!
I've missed the exotic cuisine down here in Avernus.
Oh my god!
Theo!
Hey! Oh my god!
What on earth?
I knew it. I'm not.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning to you all.
So please excuse the names and everything, it's all messed up. Tarina was supposed to be here as well.
Yeah.
It is fine.
I'm sure she'll be here soon.
Yeah.
Lincoln's
We'll fix it later. All right.
You're back from Bitopia.
Yes, just by way of explanation to people watching, our new late riser here, from the bed, emerging from the bedroom as the door creaks open, we see a white-haired silver fox, big beard, naval-looking but not official by uniform by any sense, clothes, as Theo Brothrin strides out of his bedroom.
You son of a bitch. How did you even get here?
Well, I went over to see Traxagor and he sent me down here. You know, as much as I would love to give you all a hug right now and catch up, I mainly came down here from Candlekeep. People down there, they've been worried about an entity known as the Architect, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And so I came down here to warn you to be on the lookout for creatures from the far realm. Because they say the barriers are wearing thin.
Wow, that's great. I just love
Interesting.
the fact that you're here.
Oh, sorry,
Theo.
my mic.
You're great.
I'm not sure what you mean far realm, but I'll look out for stuff that's weirder than normal.
Yeah. Are in hell, so weird is going to be a bit of a stretched definition, but
Well, that's fair.
Let's play musical
Although
chairs.
Although I'll have to adjust to the weird again. It has been quite a long time.
we can give you a really quick rundown. Horvin works for an evil book. Tarina sold her soul. Firemore wasn't Firemore, now is Firemore, and I died. Oh, Lulu also fell into a bunch of lava and almost died.
You know,
Not a death.
that it could have been
Yeah.
weirder. It could have been weirder.
Yeah,
Fair
great.
But
I can't wait
I'm glad to see
explore that.
you all are relatively okay in here, at least standing and talking to me. I,
Cool, yeah, we have
I
basic
really don't know whether to
functions.
say you're alive or dead. But
Better than Ultist.
Firemore!
all right, come here. Like, and Theo comes and Viola, because it seems like it's been a lot of a ride down here in Avernus.
It sure has.
Lincoln looks like he hasn't been hugged in years.
Yes. I'm sorry I had to leave you all, but of course I didn't want to leave my boy up there by himself.
Boy,
You
Why,
remember-
yes,
remember I told you why Theo had disappeared.
oh yes.
How long has it been on the material plane, as they say?
I know little timey-wimey stuff going on. How long would you say, John?
About 10 years.
10 years, okay.
I have an actual family up there.
My
It's,
my pit boss is pissed.
uh,
My adoptive parents. My career.
well, if it, but yes, I've been taking care of my boy with Linda, and, Skuna, she's been really helping out, with her and her husband have been helping out at Candlekeep.
Oh, they married.
Yes.
Forgot Skuna existed.
Can't find my hat. Where's my parrot hat?
You know what, Theo? You'll be really happy to hear that the side cast you know and love down here have been doing really well too. Smiler the Defiler is still defiling and smiling while he does it. All the hags are still doing hag things. It's great.
Was Theo around for Smiler to the
I'm
Filer?
not sure.
No, but
I don't recognize it.
No, the sidecast is not fine. Ultist is a walking contract for Zuriel, so
yes,
that's
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
that yes is difficult and dangerous.
Work in progress.
What else? We're in debt to a Dow.
we're under contract now. That's fun.
Right?
Right.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's not the only way I could have expected you to respond. So.
And then you've joined us.
know-
You've joined us at a great time. We're about to
You-
go.
You know, I was just so used to, I don't know, like up there in the mortal realm, it was quite weird, but it was normal weird, and now I'm back into this and adjusting, and it's It's a lot. It's well, but I'm sure it's a lot for you. I don't mean to say it's
Can I
just
ask-
me.
Does
Of
Theo
course.
have more gray than last time we saw him?
But
Yeah.
it's like instead of before it was like a white light gray, but now it's like a darker gray.
As,
Can I
as,
ask
as a father of
one
4, I
question?
can say he definitely has more grey than you have.
Yeah. Theo, I have one
Yes, Lincoln.
really, really, really important question for you.
Of course.
This could change everything. The way I see you, how much I respect you.
No pressure.
I need to know. Do you still believe that Humblewood doesn't exist?
Well, my son, he's taken quite a liking to books, and he's actually came across of reading in the Humblewood. So yes, I from my son, like what his interest, I believe Humblewood is real.
Thank you.
Firemont referencing with the our gracious host said last night,
Morning.
it's real now.
Real.
She just pipes up from behind the bar again. Question is, how long has it been real? I wish that little hedge was here.
I think she would be losing her mind.
Oh,
My point exactly.
Anyway,
Wait.
we're enjoying this wonderfully made meal.
Indeed.
of course, yes. As I said before, it's been a while, so let's eat. I am quite famished.
And
Speaking of
after
which,
that,
yep, go for it, Josh.
after that, we're going to go deal with the Dragonborn that has the Hand of Vecna. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Dragonborn and Vecna. Okay. Yes.
At that
We've
point,
come at
it's-
a great time.
Braun comes out of the kitchen with another loaded platter. Here's round 2. Are you ready? Bring your full game. And they plop down the plates, and there's a 3/4 pound venison tenderloin with 6 over easy eggs, 2 corn muffins, and a green apple.
Bron.
Yeah.
Did you find everything you needed while you were getting ingredients?
Everything I needed, and the one thing I'll always need, and will never have.
What's that, Bron? What?
And you go back off to the kitchen.
Damn.
All right, we'll get him on the next course. We'll get him on the next course.
You have a pretty good you have a fairly fair idea that you're halfway there. all 4-course meals here. By the way, didn't anyone see my subtle hint on Roll20?
I haven't looked at it yet.
Actually, you probably have to look at the stream. Actually, it probably won't be aligned the same as everyone else's. Look at Roll20 on stream.
Oh, I see. I had my suspicion when I looked at the D&D Beyond sidebar.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm ignoring whether to do that or not.
I saw it and almost went. John, did you see that Theo is still on the sidebar? And I went. It's not worth my time. Don't worry about it right now.
By the way, can I just point out this is not a one-off guest appearance.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I'm off every Tuesday and Friday, so at my new job and all
Wonderful.
that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh,
got-
you're gonna have
I
a
got-
really great time.
So I got a
Definitely
good
will
new
be
job,
glad.
so it's no more crazy schedule.
Yes. And yes, and please do not think of me as plotting behind your back and scheming for all this. I found out this morning.
Stunning.
Hey.
Stunning.
Fair enough.
Captain on deck.
Oh.
Okay. You are all, yes, laying into your food, letting off a bit of excess gas there. And any questions that you have, Captain Theo?
Okay. So Dragonborn, we gotta take. He has the hand of. What again?
Vecna.
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 A lich.
Okay.
The Lich.
The
Yeah.
Lich. What? What? The Lich. Where did you hear about this Lich?
Vecna, one of the most evil beings in the universe. Yeah.
I think Theo would have heard the name, like probably used in curses by sailors and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Now. So. And what do you mean Firemaw was Firemaw? And then what do you mean with, like, you dying and you're back now and now?
No,
Okay.
the Lincoln dying part was real. Got stabbed, died, got brought back.
More of an impaling.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
rough.
And
I
then.
also lost my leg, so I'm more of a pirate than you.
Oh, that did happen.
You don't have the cool eye patch, though, so.
You know what? At least
Oh.
I have my vision.
We need to go to Neverwinter. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say we need to go to Neverwinter, find Jalaxel, and like steal his eye patch, but no, we don't. Pistol already yoinks that for you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Neat. Oh boy.
And sings as Michael's in chat. Yay, Jalaxel! Ha ha ha. Michael said, "Give me my money back." Yes. Yes, the money that was stolen away from Michael's old character under his very nose ended up in the pistol's pockets.
And you all said you made a contract with Zariel? What
Yeah, it
happened
was
to...
mostly under duress.
Under duress.
It was kind of a sign or die sort of thing.
Alright, that is much more understandable.
Well, we all signed it except Tarina.
Mhm.
I think she signed her own contract. At least that's how I understand it.
It's neat.
It
She
was
hasn't.
meant.
Oh. Who signed a contract with who exactly?
Yes. That's a very good question.
Question mark.
Yes. We're
Tarina.
not
Guess what?
so sure.
Trina
More
has not
than
talked
one.
about it. Hmm.
She signed a bunch of contracts. I think she might have a point.
That really doesn't seem like Tarina, but
I
sure, once she
thought the
awakes,
same.
I'll have a little chit chat, catch up with her.
Yeah.
Well then, as I said, I came down here to warn you, but I will very well help, join again to help with my endeavors. The boy is now old enough for Linda to manage, with the help of Skuna. So.
No, come on. Remember, we talked. He's gone full Harry Potter at Candle Keep, hasn't he?
Oh yes, that's true.
Ah,
Sweet.
out of him.
What's fun is that you chose to come back to hell, and I can respect that. It's a pretty metal decision. And for that, I'm going to play you a single guitar riff.
Hang on.
Is it going to happen?
No, that sounds it. Wait for it. You slowly swing your guitar off your back. Tune it up a little bit. Oh god, so slow.
I want you to feel the anticipation. Are you ready?
It's like,
Are you ready?
Sorry,
There you
Escape's
go.
going just super slow.
hey,
I heard it.
There you go.
thank you, Lincoln. I appreciate that.
Sorry.
Notice how our sound has kind of shifted and changed the longer we've been in hell from like a kind of like a soft like emo rock to screamo.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
You wouldn't, you know how.
Firemaw takes his clean plate, puts the sign.
Firemaw is being soft.
Hearing a clink of an empty plate, Braun lunges into action. It's like, okay, we all going strong? Yeah, okay. Next round. You go, guys.
Right, Braun, what is it that you can't have?
It plunks down. I'll tell you what you can have. These 4 oat flour flapjacks with honey, bowl of granola, and a cup of blueberries. Yeah.
Can I just try and hold on to Bron? Like, Bron, he's concerned about your well-being. I think you should talk to him. Can I roll a persuasion check? Or can I give inspiration to...
Yeah, no, please, give me a persuasion check.
I think we all are a bit concerned.
Natural 20.
Oh.
He is
I think, though,
compelled.
what I think it is I think Bron looks at Firemaw, and Firemaw just has that natural, like, he's just like, there's a connection there between them in that moment.
Braun grabs one of the sturdier looking chairs, flips it round so it's back to front, and sits down, flexing his biceps as much as he can and
That was a
his
31.
pecs going. Wow.
Jesus.
Okay, cool.
It's been 4 hours and 6 minutes. 4 hours and 6.5 minutes since I saw her.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
I'm suddenly really stressed about the fact that I asked.
Who did you see?
Perfection.
Does she have a name?
I don't know. I just saw her in the distance as I was gathering some of the things for breakfast. And a bucket of lava for the stove.
A bucket of love for the stove.
More than a bucket, Lincoln.
Mhm.
I got a
Gallon.
reservoir of
wow.
unrequited love.
I'm gonna write that down for lyrics later. I'm sure you don't mind, right?
What was she?
An otherworldly beauty, riding across the barren hellscape on a crimson-red riding lizard, chased, endangered by a mindless horde of lemurs, naparibos schlepping their way after in her wake. But she powered ahead of them. And all I found was this.
Hiding.
And he holds up a scrap of fabric from her cloak, torn off by a spine of bone near where I saw her. I don't know. I don't know what I can do. I can't even remember what my routine is for today. I can't remember how many reps I gotta do.
Good Lord.
You gotta help me.
Let's see.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
He
I
passes it.
don't have anything that can help.
Just runs it down his cheek and then passes it to you.
Oh my god.
Only slightly disturbed.
If I hadn't unattuned, I could have scryed on it.
You know what? I'm really happy.
The orb has scrying in it.
I am quite happy that Firemaw is back.
And yet.
But, and yet.
That would have been really useful. Okay.
So what does this look like?
It's just a scrap of fabric. Just a cloak. From a cloak, it seems.
It doesn't look at all familiar. There's no like symbols on it or anything.
No, too small. It's literally just a fragment that's torn off.
You have to get your power back. You have to channel your energy, or so that you become so famous. She finds you.
Yes.
That was very poignant.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
20.
A total
Dirty.
of 20. Yeah.
Dirty.
You see his jaw set in 3 different places. So you're saying, if I beef up even more, you're right. What have I been doing? I fell off my regimen. Gotta get back in the grind. Gotta beef up. Yes. There's more to be had. I gotta get you to get set for your day, and then get set for mine. Yes.
Let's go. Let's
That's the
go.
way.
Beef up.
Yes, beef up. Whew. And he steps up and knocks the chair over and just like goes striding back into the kitchen. You just hear just clattering and smashing of like things being moved around. He's like, yeah.
I think we need to teach him the
I
lessons
have a
in
regimen too, so like
Yeah. You can resonate with him.
Yeah.
So, you knew the
What
language.
in Neptune's name just happened?
Exactly my thought.
I gotta ban back on his regimen. Yeah, do it from time to time.
That's neat.
I was just enjoying my pancakes that whole time. I kind of missed. That was not a conversation I was gonna join in on.
That's
You
okay.
know, very understandable. Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy my parfait.
Grand. I'm gonna have one of these 12 steaks in front of me. I'm also gonna go to the loo very quickly.
Take it easy. Well, okay, Theo, you're the GM. Go for it.
All right, so you're all sitting there.
So you meet in a tavern.
You mean in tavern? Okay.
It's right there. It's right there. So guys, excuse our alternate identities for a second here.
Alright, give me your best Fire Mom impression, John.
I'm gonna find this very high CR person and try and kill him.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
No. No.
Just
Talking of
weird for a
impressions,
second,
I'm just trying to put off having to do my Joe Manganiello impression as long as possible.
Well, speaking of that, I think it's time to go. Everybody ready?
No.
Ugh.
I think we do have one more course. This was number 3.
It's true. You don't want to go out half fueled. You get a full
Yeah.
tank.
Won't be able to beef up if you don't get the full.
Yes, you do hear a slight slowing down of the rattling and things, and a setting of plates on trays. And indeed, Braun does come out after you've finished your 3rd course, and plops down the 4th and final course of the breakfast, which is a large bowl of sweet corn porridge with a slab of smoked bacon on top, 3 boiled eggs, and chili sauce.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
We go back. Okay. He just does that forearm handshake with you again, Fireball. He's like, thank you, brother.
Anytime.
I can't believe I let my regiment go. You gotta stick to the schedule.
Every day.
That's what the cheat day's for. We're not there yet. We haven't earned it yet.
Gains.
Ooh.
We'll get you there yet, Lincoln.
Lincoln looks down at his noodle arms. I have all the power I need to shred on my guitar, so I think I'll be alright. But thank you for the thought.
Ready to rock. Indeed. Speaking of which, a door creaks open.
Oh my god, is it my best friend?
It is. And she's like,
It
Theo! What? Why didn't anyone wake me?
Lulu said you were a little bit busy last night, so
Yes. Yeah, there's actually something to be said for these books, Horvin.
I don't know how many times I have to tell people that, but
I'm not gonna use my power on it just yet, but I might have learnt a thing or two.
music to my ears. No offense, Lincoln. What you do is also music to my ears, but
Sweet.
And Lulu just kind of lazily flutters up and like just points with the trunk. All of this is yours. There's just like 4 giant platters there. And Trina's like, oh, goody. Pops down. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, I forgot.
Good to have you back, Theo. Nom, 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 nom.
Good to see you, Trina. Good to see your appetite is still well.
Wow, that was 3 steaks at once. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Primal savagery is not just for in combat.
I have to believe that that does burn quite a few calories.
Well, we're in the right place to get them all back. Woo! You hear from the kitchen. Okay. So,
Where's Margarine? Margarine. Margaret.
That Margaret, yeah, there we go.
Margarine looks around and is like, oh, me. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
This is great.
You're very
Really
welcome.
good.
It's the least I can do to repay the wealth of information you gave me last night.
Sweet. Looks at Horvin.
You're welcome.
That was fun. So I would like to know how much longer I'm going to be trapped is a weird word. Just here. Stuck trapped here.
In the inn? Your guests, you're welcome to leave whenever you like.
I feel like the walls are closing.
I'm sorry?
I feel like the walls are closing in on me.
Well then, Avernus is your oyster?
No, prison, I believe, is the word.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But we're going to go and see Arkan. It's going to be a good time.
Are you still thinking about that?
Yes.
We're going to see him. I don't intend to stab him anymore. But
I think much more diplomatic approach.
Very wise. Well done, well done. I have treated with demigods and all manner of extraplanar entities, and diplomacy is definitely the way to go. I'm sure whatever you have to do is very important.
Yeah.
Quite.
But like,
So what's the plan? Come on, fill me in.
I don't really have one. I don't think. I'm gonna just go and be like, we want
What
this.
are your goals? What are you doing here? You say you're imprisoned here, but Captain Theo here just came of his own volition last night.
We have it's quite a tree that we've spread out. Where are we at?
I'm here to find a black dragonborn named Evan Marsh.
Yeah.
They, and by extension me as well, are here to help El Terrell get out of Avernus. Also, we're here to break contract that is currently holding us here. That'd be
Yeah.
nice too. Also,
Yep.
save my friend. who's
Okay,
also
that's
under
4.
contract.
Who has
Yeah.
charged you with the rescue of Elturel?
I don't know. Why are you guys rescuing Elturel?
I mean,
Right.
Seemed like the right thing to do.
Tarina's like, well, my sister's there, for starters.
That's the big part.
yeah, that started dating Rhea.
Right?
Right?
Hell Rider.
They have friends and family that they would prefer not to be trapped in,
Mm.
hell.
And Tarina's like, yes, and apart from my sister, I've got about 4 or 5 other ships going in Elturel, and they all need to see fruition.
True. True.
She's in the shipping industry, you see.
As
That's
per
me.
usual.
I'm a shipping magnate.
You are.
It's really a monopoly. It's gonna be broken up soon.
No, don't speak about breakups. No.
Super Monopoly.
Right, we're going to see Arkin because he has a pendant or some kind of amulet that has Tiamat's blood in it.
Yeah.
We need-
Fascinating.
That blood
Are
to
you?
restore Aldrich.
You're using it. Okay, shame. I thought you could maybe
Yes.
bring it this way.
Unfortunately, we have to use it.
You're all such teasers. You talk about all these splendid, amazing things, and you refuse to sell any of them.
We've yet to steal most of them, is the thing. So,
That's very true.
Well, I have faith in you. I know you can do it.
grand.
Well, thank you, Margaret.
Thank you.
But we need that to get Titan's blood from Aldrich to use it to break a contract with a
Yeah.
Tau that we owe.
So much blood.
Off on the
Yeah.
way. They don't call it the Blood War for nothing.
Well, that's a very good point. It is blood all the way down.
Hmm. Well, there's bits of gristle and bone as well, but
Sure. Yes.
yes. Now, but again, I mean, who for? Who is this all for? Who's your patron? I've heard there's a new run on group patrons recently.
Ah.
Young Igville was running around spouting something about it.
We do not have a patron.
I don't think we do. Well,
Really?
I do have a kind of deal with the head of Candle Keep. I'm down here collecting information for their repositories. They offered me a position. So I guess in a way that is a sort of patronage, but
Who
Various
is
dragon
that?
lords.
That's what we want to know. Are you
Colby
running
doesn't
around?
remember.
Are you running around Avernus doing jobs for someone you don't even know who it is?
I know who I'm doing jobs for, but
Oh, who's that?
I mean, right now it's an evil dragon. Maybe the evil dragon, but I'm kind of in between patrons right now.
I can't say I recommend working too much for that evil dragon. It's not very healthy.
I'm discovering that.
If you're in the market for
But-
a more neutral patron, I always have things that need doing.
Fire my shrugs. Like, well, right now I've got this giant glaive, so
Ooh,
I gotta figure
let
out
me
something
see
better.
that. That's magnificent.
Until I can figure out something better, then this
Theo.
is what I got.
And Theo, as Famo pulls that out, you actually see that the glaive looks different to when you last saw it. Up where the blade meets the haft of the handle, there are 5 chromatic dragon-shaped crystals in the blade, embedded in the blade. Cheers, Xander.
Do you get a glaive that has some of the powers of Tiamat? Like,
Do you remember the crown?
yes, I
Well,
do.
they kind of combined, and now I've got this.
Now that is an amazing treasure that you have just gained. Honestly, I wish I was there to see that. That was pretty good.
One could and has in the past called it metal. Though,
Hell yeah, it did. Sorry,
I feel like it's an inapt wording. It's kind of unfortunate. It's more like chromatic than metal. But
I have this, and Corvin will produce this like book that has kind of fused itself together of these volumes that I've collected. I think I have 3 now, but I'm not sure.
Do you bring out your sprite?
Yes,
Your familiar?
sketches, yeah.
And again, Margaret's eyes just go wide. What manner of creature is this?
Colby has forgotten what it's called.
Okay.
Oh goodness, I can't believe I've forgotten what it's called.
I think it's on your sheet, isn't it?
I think it is.
Should be. Scrolling. I can't remember. I don't have the book nearby where it came from. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, it isn't actually written in there. But anyway, yes, the the book binding spirit familiar that you have is appears, and yes, Morgan's just like, oh, when did you get this?
Oh, it was not too long ago. It was down here. I think it was after we dealt with the Resolute.
The Resolute? What do you mean?
Oh, the Creed Resolute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it was
had
in
lots
the
of
whole
names.
Torm, the Cathedral of Torm in El Terrell, actually.
Indeed. I have never seen the like before, and if it's book related, then I usually have. She
It is quite
gestures at
book-related.
all the tomes around.
Yes. I'm quite shocked that you've never seen one before.
You know what I think that means? I think this is another example of their hand at work.
Oh, the architect.
It's
You
as
mean?
Captain Theo said. It seems there are ripples spreading across the multiverse. What was it you said, Theo? What did the Candlekeep people tell you? That the barriers were wearing thin?
Yes. Exactly that.
I have seen the like before. The barriers were so thin that a great rift was torn between one world and the far realm. It is a most dangerous state of affairs.
No. It's far realm exactly. Right. So. Are you saying the barriers between the multiverse are wearing thin?
Not between
How-
not between the various planes, no. Between all of the planes and that other place. It is difficult to describe, but the Far Realm is not part of the regular array of planar existences. It is separate and should not be mixed in with the general malaise of things. It was not meant to be accessible, and we were not meant to be available to it. This all started way back. Those stupid red wizards of Thay. They were the ones that thought they could tap into the power of the Far Realm, use it to fuel their spells, amplify their magics. Idiots! Their gateway was sealed, but not before things found a way back this way. Tell me, have you ever seen a mind flayer?
What's that
Never.
like?
I'm not sure what that
Up
is.
close? Oh.
Then you are blessed indeed. I hope you can keep it that way. The expression ignorance is bliss may have been coined for that very situation. They and other things.
Flame mines.
You said you came from Baldur's Gate?
Correct.
Yes.
Tell me, have you ever visited Waterdeep? That's up the coast, right? If I'm remembering. I haven't been that way in many eons.
My adopted family have always
No.
lived there. So I know a little bit about it.
There is a crime lord
Oh.
tucked away beneath Waterdeep, who also has his roots in the Far Realm.
Oh, I wonder what their name is.
They are truly a terror to behold.
John, you know what you're doing. Sounds zany. That's a lot of information.
If you come across anything else that carries marks of the architect, or any information, please call for me.
Information about mind players.
Anything at all. No matter how innocuous it may seem to you, I can guarantee that it will have a spot on a page of some tome somewhere that we're just waiting for it. And the next time we see each other, I will pay in full for everything that you can send.
How much are we talking? Let's discuss rates now.
Oh, do not talk money.
I'm not
Such a
solving.
trifling material thing. No. I'm talking information. The true currency.
We bring you information and you give us information. Information, for example, I'm just going to throw a couple of things out there.
One might
Like
say
that.
that
Ooh.
secrets are better shared. Wouldn't you say?
Secrets then, but yes. Because then I know them. I mean, I'm less likely to get me destroyed and killed than all my friends seem to know.
Information can be useful or dangerous, depends how it's used. Now, you have a job to do. And it looks like your little hedge friend has finished off those platters. Quite the appetite. You'll turn around and Serena's she's just like licking the last plate. All done. Impressive. Braun will be happy to have you back any time.
Well, we do have a job to do.
And I couldn't help but overhear. Doesn't matter where you are in this building, you can overhear what Braun's talking about. But if you do see this lizard rider, please let me know. I don't want him off his regimen and off his game.
We'll get him back on.
Thank you. You have my thanks for that. What you've done already. Now, is there anything you need for your journey? Don't worry, we have your war machines strapped to the outside. I'm sorry, we're not in the same place anymore. Critter cannot sit still for 2 seconds.
Well.
I need fresh strings for my guitar. I need like at least 5 more steaks. Maybe a birthday cake. A leg. You got any leg?
I'm good.
Do you have any paper?
Just laughs. Are you joking? Of course.
I would gladly take some paper.
And it's at that point
No.
the room, a much nicer temperature than it was outside anyway, becomes chill. And your host looks up, sniffs the air. Ah, yes, I thought it was about that time. Now listen carefully. A librarian is coming, and I need all of you to be very still. Do not impede what they need to do. And do not meddle with them. Am I understood?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Clump, clump,
I even
clump,
convey
clump.
the message to my imp in the guitar.
the gif comes clumping in, and he's like, okay. And she's like, yes, I know. You look over and you see the windows looking out over Avernus have started to kind of frost over.
Holy shit.
And it's like the lights from the fireplace and the lanterns kinds of drains somewhat from the room. While it's not going black and white, it does go somewhat muted. Now remember, we're in the presence of a librarian, so shh. Just then, a shadow under a staircase that goes up into the rooms above elongates without any light shifting and becomes like a long spider leg onto the floor, and then 4, 5 more come out, like how a spider emerges from a burrow, like a trapdoor spider. The legs come out and it pulls itself out, and the shadow grows. And this large, shadowy, hard to make out creature extends out, swathed in black robes, floating in a wind that's not there. And it goes onto the floor, moving on toes and fingertips. It looks over at the lot of you silently, and then scuttles to the side, up onto the wall, with no regard for what the surface it's on. Firemore clears his throat, and its head just turns round 180 degrees, completely ignoring the way its body's facing. And it meticulously starts to go through every book, checking the binding, checking the pages. And once it's finished seeing the condition and making sure there's been no damage, it pulls it up, sniffs it, and then from somewhere in those robes produces a small leather-bound book, and one long arm comes round and starts scribbling away something. And this goes on for some time. And Margaret's like, "Don't worry. We don't have to stay still for the whole thing. It'll take a number of hours. But there's one thing it needs to do before we can leave." And at that point, the thing scuttles up onto the ceiling, and its head turns round, and it drops onto the floor, comes up to you, Horvin. And puts forth one of those legs, gesturing towards your familiar. Margaret's like, "Hand it over."
Are some of these things
What?
happening?
Yes.
Hand it over.
Okay.
Oh, that's all broken. Damn it. Hang on. Let's try and fix this quickly. Okay. Musical chairs again. Hang on, everyone. Oh, damn it. No. Bear with me.
I didn't mean to break it, I'm sorry.
No, I knew it was going to happen. I'll just do that for now, that's fine. I wish I could see your face. I can't see your face.
The reaction was beautiful, I assure you. It's funky.
If I did that, and then that, yes. I'm a genius. Don't worry, everyone. I'm a genius.
Clap for you.
You're so smart.
Okay.
Bumped it up, I'm sorry.
No. It's like I haven't used this. I
Happy to
haven't
have
used
you.
this many people before, so it was going to happen. Now, Captain Theo needs a slight adjustment. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Bear with everyone. I wanted to surprise everyone, so I didn't have time to set this up properly. The price you pay for surprising people. You also surprise OBS. Okay. Boom. There we go. Technical
Hi, everyone
difficulties
in chat.
sorted. Lincoln is
It's shift managed.
being cheeky.
Not.
Tap, tap, tap. Oh, right. That'll do. Okay, that's fine. So, yes. Hi, Tarina. Sleepyhead.
Hi. Not sleepy.
I did the best Tarina impression ever.
Shane, lots of
I
food.
can't wait to go.
Just ate a bunch of food. No, it was slapdash at best. But okay, so you yes, this creature just drops to the floor in front of you, Horvin, and is gesturing and reaching for your familiar. And your host said, "Pass it over. Hand it over."
On stitches.
It just wants to archive it and check it. You'll get it back.
Oh, I can respect that, of course.
So accurate.
You pass it, and much like a spider that's like spinning a bug in silk, you know how they spin it around in their hands, it does that with its long, spindly, like weirdly jointed legs, but it's not wrapping it in silk, it's just checking every which sway of it and looking at it and completely absorbing all of the knowledge that's in it and what this makes up this new thing, this new information, this new piece that needs to be archived. And it's still looking it over for a while, and then when it seems to be done, it looks at all of you, especially all of you that have used books and touched books, and takes
I totally thought that was intentional, and I was like, what?
its head whips round.
No. Lincoln's phone goes off and he's like, oh shit. The imp starts singing. Damn it, no.
Just one of those long black legs just goes through the quasit's head. No. And once it's done and seems to be satisfied that it knows who has been using the books and has your information and has the information on this new entity, this new source of knowledge, it very carefully and very respectfully hands back to you, Horvin.
And Horvin will take it back and kind of nod to the librarian.
And it just goes off and just goes up a wall to, and just goes up onto the wall to a next shelf and starts going through again, book after book. And Margrin says, "Come with me, please." And she leads you out through a doorway that apparently isn't one of the bedrooms. And you go out onto it's like a veranda almost, looking out over the side of, you can see critters heaving side as they breathe in and out and you can see just the sides of Avernus, like mountains of skulls and a big fissure of flaming flaming
Cats.
cats. Okay, yeah, that's right. This is the part of Avernus you're in now. Flaming cats, as far as the eye can see. And it's just streaking by as Critter is just bounding across the landscape here. Thank you, everyone. You carried yourself very well.
That was weird.
It doesn't happen too often. Just every now and then they have to come and make sure everything's in as the Admiral would say, tip-top condition. Nothing's been damaged or anything yet, and if they find anything, we'll know about it very quickly. Yes. Sorry, Horvin, I knew they would like to, they would need to see what it was that you had and gather the information for the archive.
I certainly can't blame them. I mean, that's my job down here, basically, so oddly enough, or maybe not, this is not the strangest thing I've ever witnessed in a library, so...
Interesting.
Really want to know the strangest thing you've witnessed in the library, but we can talk later.
Yes, maybe a story for dinner. Will you be staying again, or are you making your way further into your own adventures?
I think we'll be heading off.
I see.
Yeah, we got, liches to do diplomacy with and stuff.
I mean, we're not.
Yeah, I know, but you get it.
Okay, well, I'm very happy that Critter found you all. And as I said, if you have anything of interest, if you're looking for a patron, I will always have use for you. And all of your fascinating trinkets.
How do we call you? Actually, you mentioned to call you, but I'm not sure how to do that.
If you have something for me, I will know.
Yeah, enough.
So I'll just yell.
Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat. Hey, Captain.
You can have a reason for yelling into the void, Lincoln.
And you see she leans over and puts a hand on the barrier around this little veranda space and closes her eyes. And Critter skids to a stop. And as he does so, you hear a whirring of gears and a rattle of chains. You see off to the side, further down round the circumference of this amazing war machine that's become this permanent fixture on the Critter's back, a gantry swings out, and from the back, strapped onto the back, you see the Black Parade and the tour bus start to be lowered down to the surface. And you see the door open, and a little red cap sneaks out. Bollocks! And shoves out the rope ladder, and you see it go down. And that steel plate on the bottom still weighting it down. And your host says, "Well, I wish you all the best, and happy hunting."
Thank you very much, Margaret.
Yes, thank you, Margaret.
And you all make your way back in, and you look up and you see...
Bye, Bron.
Bye, Bron.
You see the large kind of black cloak and a trailing leg or two retreating up to higher spaces where there are more bookshelves and things as the librarian continues on its duties. And Braun sees that you're about to shout to him, and he's just like, and he comes out and follows you out and comes out to the comes out to the door with you where the ladder is, and goes up to you, Firemore, who is now Horvin.
Sorry. I opened up on something.
And says, "If you see her, please ask her to come here. I can pay. I can employ you. Will you do this for me?"
You ain't gotta pay. Gotta keep the gains.
Yes. Yeah. You're right. What would Hexter say, huh? Push through it. On to the next level, baby.
Gates.
Don't what?
Yeah, I'll send her here.
Just ask her, yeah. Just ask her, okay? Drop by. Tell her how great the food is.
on the ground.
Good the chef is. How built the chef is.
Lincoln says gains again.
Gains.
Get them gains.
Karina's now shipping Firemaw and Braun.
That's me.
You did that before you arrived.
That's true. I did start before. I'm cashing in on that now with the intimate, like not whispering, but the intimate talk that's going on.
And Braun looks at you, Lincoln.
Hey.
I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see bassist's arms, not lead guitar arms next time, alright?
Well, but what about what I want?
I'm just saying what's good for you.
Okay. I will consider this.
Yeah. Bulk up! Ooh!
Okay. Lincoln trembles.
They head back inside. And
Fear.
Descend the ladder.
you descend the ladder to your waiting machines. And no sooner do you jump off, and the last of you jumps off onto the surface of Avernus, the ladder starts to be hoisted up, and you kind of all have to turn your heads away as there's a shower of kind of dust and bone fragments and sand as Critter starts bounding off again. You just see he has the cutest little Totoro tail on the back. As he disappears off amongst the dunes and rib cages of vast monsters, past and not so past.
The sweet boy.
Right, I think he's actually really cute. So I'm going to give him a free pass.
Let's get to it. We have a job.
Yeah. You're right, Firemaw. Off we go.
Let us make haste.
Okay, so you swing up into the tour bus and the Black Parade, and where would you like to head?
Tower of Archon.
Archon's
Yep.
Tower. Indeed.
Into the belly of the ship to find Skuna.
Yes.
Now, since we have our captain back on deck, Theo, would you like to roll me? No, so let's double check here. Hang on, what do we need here?
Oh, I got all the dice ready. So
Good.
Probably gonna be 2d4 or something.
2d4.
I'm trying to remember the familiarity rules. Hang on, 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
An unvisited destination marked on their map. Yes, 2d4.
2d4.
Yes, and all I need to know is it the same number on the both dice or not?
Okay. It is not the same number.
Oh, you're top navigators, all of you. I think we haven't got lost once, have we?
We have not.
Yeah. Of course, I've made that the last time you didn't get lost, but apologies. Now, you go barreling through the wastes, and again, as usual, you do see signs of the local fauna schlepping around, as there are various minor devils, and you see a group of spine devils flying through the air in formation, just heading towards the river Styx, clearly going to bolster the ranks of whatever battle in the ongoing blood war is currently happening. And you... Excuse me a second. You weave your way through the dunes and these ancient remnants of the pleasure palaces that used to dot this plain as temptations for souls awaiting corruption. And after quite some time, you find yourselves approaching a raise, and high up atop that rays, you see a dark tower. And Orvin,
Is the bathroom?
as you're ready to approach, you know it's coming. The cartographer pipes up from within your pack, and we all hear him say, something. Or not. Oh, brilliant. He's gone shy. Orvin, the cartographer is dead.
The hand of evil.
The same spot got talked over both times. Ah!
No, I'm so sorry. I didn't even
Lincoln.
hear it on our side.
He puts up a hand and just says, I think we can resolve this through diplomacy. Let's talk out our feelings and our problems.
The cartographer said, he wears the hand of evil, yet his goal remains just beyond his fingertips. Okay. So, sorry, my widget killed itself. Come back.
He wears
Yes, let's talk
the
to him.
hand of evil.
I'm really good with my words,
Yet
also I've been
his
historically
goal
told.
remains just beyond.
I have a feeling a lot of the conversation is going to be in the pocket. We'll see how it goes.
I'm really good with my music. I can set the mood for you guys. I'm just saying.
As you approach this tower, you see the dark tower looming on the horizon. Its black spire rising hundreds of feet. Its ramparts bristling with charred skulls mounted on iron spikes. The tower's apex splits into 5 narrower spires that jab at the sky like clawed fingers. And circling above the tower's peak is a great white dragon, stained with ash and soot. As you get closer to the tower, you notice figures shuffling atop its ramparts. Undead guards in various states of decay. How are you approaching? How far away are you stopping?
Let's just drive on up.
Yeah. Emma, is there any you can have your camera on?
I'm having a few issues with my computer at the moment.
Okay.
Which is that if I leave the camera on for too long, it overheats and everything crashes. So if I want to keep Syrinscape on, I kind of have to keep the camera off because I could already tell that Discord was glitching out.
Okay.
But I've moved closer to my modem, and I don't know if that's going to help at all. But
Maybe.
I'm currently just sitting on the floor near my router, so it's also not a great situation. But if it gets really distracting, I can go back and I'll just turn off Syrinscape.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I think something that some sessions do sometimes. They go through like some portal or come across some cursed item that just switches everyone around. Everyone plays a session as a different character.
I'm sorry.
No.
We went through a black hole.
Yeah. What were those numbers you rolled, Theo? What did you roll?
What did you roll?
Have you done this?
So, sorry, yes, to go back to the point. How far away are you stopping, and how are you approaching this tower?
I mean, I'm gonna stop alongside the tour bus. However, they are however they are intending to approach, go and read the group rather than going off and sort of Lincoln doing anything with them.
I mean, my skills for subtlety are nothing. I was going to suggest we drive on up, but
Right.
Well, I'm following that lead, so
I'm gonna
Yeah, you're driving.
I'm gonna give it like a football field, like 100 yards.
Yep.
sounds decent. Okay, Lincoln does a wheelie when he realizes what Firemore's going for.
Okay. So, I need to move this map over here and move you fine folks with it.
Map time.
As you are over here at Arkan's Tower, which is up on the top, the one that's on the top of the ridge there. So you've actually come like from, as if this was like a normal map, you've come from the west.
Yeah.
And you come up to the tower and you can see the plains of Avernus spreading out just below it. You can't see the big dragon skull looking place from where you are, but yes, you are in that vicinity.
Cool.
And you pull up and sorry, my computer just said, hey, you need to restart to install something. Would you like to do that now? And I said, no.
Absolutely not.
Not right now, thank you. And yes, you pull up a safe distance away and all disembark.
Yep.
And there's you just hear this as the white dragon is circling overhead.
That's cool.
could control that if I was a 2.
John is suddenly extremely glad that he's not attuned.
Firemont takes the lead, keeps walking.
Lincoln will fall into step beside him.
As you are walking together towards the tower, you see a dark figure, very bulky, come kind of shuffling out of the tower. And there are 4 less put together properly figures, states of decomposition, shuffling behind it as it comes out to meet you. And you see, as you get close enough, this figure.
What the?
Is that a heavy metal turtle?
Yeah, it is.
So full. It's turtle.
A heavy metal turtle.
This
Oh, I yawn along with it.
black shelled turtle with this vast staff with these huge skulls on the top comes shuffling forward.
How
you
large
can
is it?
see. Sorry?
How large is it? Sorry, comparatively. As well.
It's between Tarina and Firemore. It's bigger,
Okay.
bigger than Tarina. But,
Cool.
but yeah, he's quite a large and pretty bulky. But not standing tall. He's kind of hunched over and slightly lopsided.
Gotcha.
And you can see that his shell is just covered in these draconic etchings, carvings carved into the very material of his shell. And he
Neat.
comes over.
Who is it that comes to the Tower of Arkan? The Tower of my master.
I am Firemaw.
Firemore.
Shows the Queen's Claw. I believe that he and I serve the same master.
A magnificent weapon. One that would be magnificently wielded by my master.
Wouldn't that be magnificent?
Now, What is it you seek?
I seek to make a deal with Archon.
What is it you have that my master would be interested in?
Firemaw has the orb in a piece of cloth. He shows it briefly, peeling back the cloth to show the turtle.
You show the orb.
Yes.
Why am I visioning like the Eye of Soma?
His right, his kind of beaked mouth kind of opens up, and his little eyes go a little wider. He's like,
Oh, a worthy bargaining chip indeed.
and he seems to relax somewhat, seeing that you're serious about things, and coming with things to the table that are definitely worth thinking about. And he kind of reaches up a hand that's not holding the staff and kind of waves it. And Theo, you and Serena, you are kind of holding back a little. You look up and you see that from the openings on higher up on the tower, where the giant white dragon was circling around, the other 4 colors of the chromatic dragons were also represented here. And you see smaller black, blue, and green dragons. Their long necks scaly and serpenting out of the windows, their claws poised on the edge as if ready to leap out and deal with any interlopers that were not welcome. And further down you see a smaller, again, red dragon perched in an opening, all of them looking hungrily down. But not looking as hungry as the 4 ghouls
Oh no.
standing behind Krull.
Oh god. That's not good.
They're all just eyeing you. Well fed, beefed up.
Okay. They've had their protein shakes, so they look okay. They look like they're not trying to attack us or antagonistic. They're intrigued, right? Just to clarify, because that's the kind of impression Lincoln's gotten so far. They're confused and intrigued.
Krull is very interested.
Cool.
The ghouls look like they want to
can't
eat
trust
you, but they know they're not allowed to.
Okay, that's better than we could have asked for, I think. Lincoln says to Firemore. So, this seems pretty legit. I think they're down for diplomacy. Should we just go for it? What do we have to do?
Krull's like,
Are we not in the perfect place for deals?
and he gestures across the hellscape with his staff.
Are we not? I wish to deal with Archon.
Indeed. I can take you to my master. He is yonder,
Yon.
at the monument of Tiamat. Won't you follow?
Let us waste no more time.
I think that would be wise. You lot, back inside.
The ghouls are like, oh, disappointed.
I was hungry.
Just an arm, just one arm. They don't need all of them, surely.
Lincoln shivers. It's uncomfortable.
They've got 10 between them.
Thank God they're talking about the arms.
And they dejectedly shuffle back with many a hungered backward glance back into the tower's open doorway. And 2 of them stay outside as the others go back in. Krull turns.
I am Kral, Arkan's Death Cleric.
Good to have.
I have my uses. Come this way.
And he shuffles across. And as he's leading the way, and Firemore, you get a better look at his shell. You can see that the draconic runes on there, whilst archaic, they are still readable to you. And Horvin, you're probably pretty fascinated by this as well. But Firemore, you can see that they spell out prayers to Tiamat.
I see.
You can see, can you see in the art there, he's got the chromatic colour crystals on the necklace as well. So clearly one of the faithful.
Yes. As it were.
So, you follow this shuffling, spiky-backed form of this turtle as he shuffles across. And as you're going through the dunes, you feel how... You're never really aware of this when you're going quickly in the war machines. You kind of feel the plane almost trying to shift and move around you. But Krull just like waves that staff as he's like,
No, none of that. We have business. You don't get to fuck with us today.
he shuffles further on. And as you round a dune that was blocking your view, Horvin, once again, the cartographer pipes up. I think. Is that playing? I'm not sure that's playing properly.
There's completely inane babbling.
Okay, that's always good. I think he's finally lost it. He's gone completely mad. Okay, as you approach, the the cartographer says, "Draconic devils roost in a giant skull, through which the Dragon Queen speaks with 5 tongues." And as you come round the shoulder of this dune, a colossal dragon skull leans against a mountainside, surrounded by bones the size of houses. Acrid smoke rises from the skull's maw. A military tent has been pitched among the bones, and parked next to it is a 2-wheeled infernal war machine, much like Lincoln's. Gathered around this tent are a dozen chattering... There he goes.
No, it is still garbled whatnots, for me at least.
Okay, yeah, that's not the cartographer. That's coming from the skull.
Oh.
Just a giant, booming voice. And so, yes, gathered around this tent are a dozen chattering reptilian humanoids with gleaming swords, white scales, and white leathery wings. Sorry, I'm competing with Tiamat here. So,
White.
Krull is still shuffling forwards, going towards that tent.
I look at Firemore.
Firemaw's walking on in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Lincoln is too.
Okay. As you get closer, you see huddled masses, both of Abishai of various colors, and cultists arrayed in front of the skull, all facing towards it, offering prayers, offering their adorations to the Dragon Queen, Tiamat herself. Krull leads you, and the white Abishai that were down by the tent see you approaching and turn aggressively, but they see that you're with Krull and they stand down.
VIP.
As you approach, Firemore you can't help but look at the tactical situation here. And even with the large number of cultists, the Abishai, and Arkan's reputation itself, looking up on the mountainside where this skull is, it is just riddled with caves and openings. And you can see the whole place is teeming with Abishai of all colors. Krull stops and calls out,
Master, there is someone to see you. Someone I think you should listen to.
You hear a voice from inside the tent. Krull? Is that you? Yes, my queen. You will be free. And the tent flap parts. And we see Arkan the Cruel as he stalks from the tent and approaches your group. Let me share this with you.
Already on the chat. On the internet. Yeah.
Oh my.
A large red dragonborn with pristine armor, bearing proudly the mark of his goddess. In one hand he carries a giant battle axe, whilst the other hand just below the elbow changes color from red scales of his own form to the green, twisted, fetid hand of Vecna. Who is it that seeks an audience with me, Arkan?
I am Firemaw.
Well met,
Do you come here in good faith in service of our queen?
Firemaw holding the glaive. Yes.
He spies it. He's like,
A fine weapon. And with the queen's blessing, I see. Who are these you bring with you?
These are the people who have been helping me on my quest to serve the queen.
It's we're banned.
That's nice thinking.
Appropriate.
What business have you here? Do you come to present yourself at the entrance to her domain?
While perhaps I will do that while I am here, I am primarily here to speak with you. You have something that I would like.
Do I indeed?
Is
What
he
might that be?
Is he wearing the amulet
yeah,
that we've been?
the reliquary is around his neck. Yeah.
On your neck, you have the queen's blood.
And he
I am willing to trade for it.
clasps it in Vecna's fist and closes his eyes reverently.
Indeed I do. I am blessed to carry the blood of my queen herself. Trade it? What? In all of the hells and all of the planes could you possibly want to trade for this precious lifeblood?
Firemaw pulls out the orb of dragonkind. Something perhaps more valuable.
What is that?
It is what it looks like. One of the few remaining orbs of dragonkind.
He looks closely.
Is this some kind of trick? I've heard tell those were used against the chromatic dragons. Used to suppress and enslave.
They could indeed be. However, in the hands of the chromatic themselves, it could be something entirely different.
And Kroll pipes up.
Master, this could be what we need. This could be the source of power that can fuel our experiments, all of our endeavors, and lead to the freeing of our queen.
Arkham looks. You'll excuse me.
I have angered a great many people. There are those, too many to count, that would come for this.
And he poses right like he is in the picture there. He holds the hand up and regards it. You just see it's just this green mist and these kind of tendrils of energy are coming up off the hands.
I have traveled so far, done so much, made so many enemies. I cannot trust such gifts, as incredible as they are, for fear that it is a plot to take away our power. We are so close to freeing the queen. He looks over his shoulder. Avernus! Yes, boss. You hear a voice from inside the tent. Get out here. I need you to deal with someone for me.
I'm looking at Firemore. Like,
everyone's
Firemore
just
is
like-
the only person in the room right now.
I'm sure everyone turned their heads like.
This is our band cover. Just fire
had
in
a-
the middle and all of us just
Feeling, dude. Feeling.
The tent flap moves once more,
Oh my god.
and a large, black-scaled, clawed hand moves it aside, and a figure, Firemore, that you had not seen, never dared to dream to see again, hope or fear to see again, emerges. But not entirely as you remember him. And Avernus steps out of the tents. What is it, boss? Who is it you want me? Well, look who it is. Made it for a few more rounds, did you, boy?
Firemaz. All of his group can see that he went from shock to confusion, and you can see this growing anger on his face as he just stares at Evanmar. Yeah.
So you can still speak. I thought the tabaxi got your tongue. What the bleeding hells are you doing down here?
Well, I had originally come looking for you, but now that I've found you, not quite sure what I want.
That was always your problem, wasn't it, boy? Not sure what you want. Didn't I always tell you? Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize.
Yeah. I suppose that was always the game, wasn't it? Eye on the prize.
Now it looks like you found the ultimate prize too.
I have.
When did she call to you?
When I was back in Baldur's Gate, maybe? Maybe after I got here.
Oh, I think your way was planned out for you. Much like when we brought you up in the pits. Got you fighting fit.
got you that first victory. You remember it? I do.
Beating up boys. Other urchins.
He just turns around, those black leathery wings unfurling behind, and just looks around and then up at the skull on the mountainside.
Well, boy. Welcome to the big leagues. Ain't no boys down here.
His eyes flip to Lincoln.
It's just kind of rude. I mean, sorry, this is your moment.
I started.
I got you back.
I started.
I start playing.
Broke the tension though.
Sorry.
So here we are, reunited before the voice of Tiamat herself.
Indeed. Question is, when the opportunity rises up, what do you do, Firemore? Do you take it? Do you take what's on offer?
I need to hear the offer.
Doing right by our queen. Helping Arcania, who even I myself will say is the best of us. With his help, we will finally release our queen. Not no bloody avatar, like those idiots thought they were dealing with before. The real deal.
Looks to the group. Looks back. So what is my end of the deal?
A place. A place by her side. What is a queen without a court? She'll remember. She'll know who helped her up. She'll know who broke the bonds.
And what if those that have helped me help her?
She'll recognize all efforts.
What is needed of me?
That's not my place to say, boy. Not like it was before. I ain't calling the shots round here. And I'm happy with that. Don't you worry. Archon will figure out what you can do. It's getting close. The pieces are starting to move, fall into place. Deals made are being cashed in. Promises seen through.
And he looks over. And you see over beyond the bones a couple of giant, at least adult, possibly ancient red dragons lying coiled on the surface of the plain, and walking towards you from those dragons are figures you've seen before in Elteron. Lithe, spiky-haired, snub-nosed, slightly yellow-skinned Gith. Those long silver swords across their backs.
Yankees.
The Gith Yankee. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all kicking off, Firemore. Now, just you make sure you're in the right place, on the right side. And you'll get yours, son. You'll get yours. Just like we'll all get ours. Now, sorry, boss, what did you want?
Narkan's like,
Yeah. There's someone you know? Yeah, we fought together before. He's a good one. Could serve you well.
Hear that? You're a good environment.
A stirring endorsement, to be sure.
Narkan the Cruel's like,
Okay. Well, Avernus, he's brought some bargaining chip. Get it off him so I can get a better look.
and Avernus comes over, slings that giant two-handed axe across his back between the wings. Big clawed hand on your shoulder.
It's good to see you, boy. Didn't think I would. Ever again.
I had begun to think the same.
I'm sorry I had to skip out. The Queen's call can be incessant. Now, what's this little bauble you got? Hand it over.
He wraps it back up. Don't touch it.
Alright. Takes it. He goes back over to Arkan. Carefully unwraps it without touching it. And hands it with the cloth between his palm and it, holding up for Arkan to look at. Kroll comes over too.
It is the real thing, Master. I took the liberty of checking it out as we walked over.
I see.
Then it's your counsel, Kroll. Nebenmarsh. The good word you put in. Maybe we can help these people. And in so doing, help our queen. The girl's like, yes, yes.
But Avernus is like, yeah, alright.
Firemore.
Places the axe, leaning with the haft against his leg. Reaches up with his one good hand. Breaks it open. Comes forth with this black iron chain dangling off the end. The reliquary. With a prismatic glow inside. Shifting between the 5 colours of the goddess. from which it came. I don't know what you're planning to do with this, but I appreciate you coming with gifts and wanting to trade. Sorry, do it somewhere around. Right hand. I guess it's reversed in the camera. I just took this from some bloody idiots. I shouldn't say that. They got this bunch of critters that follow them. They're deadly. And he hands over to you. Let's go of the chain.
And Firemaw puts the chain around his neck as he lightly trades one cursed magic artifact for another.
Enmity.
Probably.
And he turns. Groll, we should see about this as soon as possible.
Yes, master. Of course. Let us return to the tower and fully plumb the depths of this possibility.
Avernus, you keep hold of things here. Asano! He calls out in a big booming voice towards the skull. You see movement in the mouth of the skull. And a large chimera comes padding out of the skull itself and comes loping over. Narkan swings himself up onto its back, reaches down and just with one hand just bodily lifts Krull up behind him. I leave things to you, Avernus. Asano, to the tower! And it cries out its various voices and gallops for a bit before taking off and flying towards the direction you came. Avernus nods. You've made him right happy. Can't say as I know what that thing was, but he looks pleased as punch.
I think I will be seeing you again,
Yeah?
one way or the other. But for now, I have other things I have to do.
I see. Wow. Goodbye so soon, but stay sharp, huh?
Yeah.
We'll be here when you're ready.
But don't dilly-dally too long. It's all about to kick off. And you see those Githyanki have come close. They recognize you, Firemaw. And it is the same ones. And they nod respectfully to you, remembering fighting by your side against the devils in El Chiro. And Avernus goes over to them and starts talking to them, but you can't make out what's being said.
Has all this been in Draconic? I just wanted to check it. I feel like it has been. But...
Say again, Lincoln, sorry?
Was this in Draconic or common this whole time?
Between Avernus and Firemaw?
As in, like, the whole kind of exchange.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's...
I think, for your sake, it would have been in common. Yeah, so yeah, you heard everything that was said. And you're left alone?
Firemaw turns around and silently walks past the group, back in the direction of the tower.
I follow him, quick on his heels as close as I can, and probably like a half jog for his stride. Wait, hang on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you okay? Wait, no, hang on. Serious, Lincoln. Seriously. What? What's going on? Okay. Silence. Interesting coping mechanism. Can't understand. But, dude, if there's something.
We're the same, Lincoln.
Yeah? How so?
My whole life
Ah,
has been leading down here
yeah.
to this.
Yeah. Caught that, but I wasn't sure.
I don't know what happened to my parents. Were they killed to make me who I am? Was the fact that they abandoned me a lie?
I don't know what to tell you, but I know we can get answers. Someone orchestrated all of this. Whether it
Yes, I know who orchestrated all of it. He did.
was... Okay. Then we do what we gotta do. We get the information you need out of him. No matter how. I'll help you. You probably don't need my help, but I'll support you. Because I get it. Do what you gotta do.
I need to think.
Lincoln takes a step back. I'm waiting for you when you're done.
Firemaw looks back at the giant dragon skull. Looks down at the necklace he's wearing. That's at a grumbly sigh that I can't do right now. Let's go to the bus.
Bus. Okay. Start heading in that direction.
Serena, you were going to say something?
I was gonna say, like, I assume that the rest of us are standing around in shell shock as they walked off, and I'm just like, I exchange meaningful glances of. So hard.
I can't lie, when you were like, there's one more door in this room, at the very beginning of the session, for some bizarre reason, my first thought was, it's Avernus. And then I was like, nah, he wouldn't do that this session. I don't know why.
Oh, that was a right good kip.
I don't know why, it was so bizarre, because obviously it wasn't going to be like a duel in the middle of this library.
The Kill Bill siren goes off.
I think I'd be telling you.
Theo, you, Horvin, and Serena are kind of, lagging back a bit as Lincoln chased after Firemaw. To say that. Anything to say?
About what was that, and then turn around and start like, on following them because like
Back to Eldrick.
yeah, sense the tension.
Orvin,
Yes.
that orb, what kind of power did Firemaw just give Archon?
I don't have a great understanding of what it does, but it was an orb of dragonkind. Like Firemaw said, there aren't many left, and when he held it, it took control of him, and it reverted him to... It, like, blocked out his memory of being in Avernus. It was very strange. I don't understand exactly what it's for, though.
I'm afraid there'll be a time where we may definitely have to come back here, but now doesn't seem to be the time.
I agree. Now that we have that reliquary, we have another task to wrap up. Much farther south.
South.
Yes.
Yes, Theo, you don't know what he's talking about.
Hmm.
But
Alright then.
I think you're going to get the chance to find out. And I think we shall leave Avernus for a little while. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
session.
you, everyone, for popping by. It's good to have
Very
everyone
good.
watching. Yeah, that was a meeting I'd thought about a lot. Wasn't sure how it was, but I was like, thought about a lot, but couldn't plan for really in any way because I had no idea how it was going to go.
I had no idea how it was gonna go.
That's the best way. That's the best way.
That was definitely like so unexpected too, because we haven't like touched on that for a while. So it was like, oh shit, oh shit.
I don't know why. It's been on Lincoln's mind a lot. Like it's just like in the back of his mind, just like, oh yeah, Evermarsh. Like in that weird way, like no jokes.
I think. Yeah, I think there was definitely some part of like me not sure how I was gonna, what was gonna happen there. There's definitely some part of that threw up that traveling in between. It's like a buffer.
It's scary. The one that was good though. That was really. You should definitely go back and watch it, Josh, because I'm sure we were all like, oh, shit, shit going down.
Oh.
There could have been a fight.
There could have been.
I was well prepared for that.
What can I do? What can I do?
And can we also like very briefly get F's in chat for the canon character that Evermarsh replaced?
Oh.
Fuck it.
Oh.
Rip.
How I
Still, Evermarsh though.
Rip Torragar Steelfist. May he rest in pieces.
No, John, obviously. He just never joined Archon. He's still down here. He just got protected.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Now.
yet to come into his own.
The
When
ultimate,
we nerf Ebonmarsh, someone's got to replace him. He's eyeing up that managerial position like, damn it.
the ultimate reskinning. Literally.
Yeah.
Off with the Minotaur, on with the Dragon Ball.
All right.
Winged Dragon Ball. I was very happy to find that piece of art.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it.
I found it like way back, like when we first started. So we sat on that for a long time. Right. Okay. So yes, again, thank you everyone. Thanks to Syrinscape for these lovely ambient sounds in the background, which sound so good. And I said it's just like watching that Curse of Strahd yesterday without it is just painful. It's just like especially knowing what we were hearing. It's just like So
it was so nice.
Thank God I figured that out.
All your hard work of ambiance.
Got cashed in those chips today. So, thank you everybody, and we shall be back next week, Tuesday, Rime of the Frost Maiden, Thursday, Curse of Strahd, and Friday, Descent into Avernus. So, that is a big Oyasumi Nasai from us, and see you next time. Cheers.
Yes.
Bye.